Today I want to talk about mental health. I think it's really important to understand mental health before we start speaking upon it and thinking that we do know about it. And the best person that you could speak to is someone that's actually been through it. Most of my life I've gone through it thinking that my abuse, my trauma, anything that I've dealt with, my postnatal, all those sorts of things were just things that were implemented into my life and caused stress and havoc on things that I could do. But when I was recently put into the psych ward in Darwin for 29 days, only then did I realise that how important it was to keep on to psychology and learn about mental health and what indicates things that trigger me and also cause havoc on my life. So when I was finally diagnosed sort of around May this year with bipolar and ADHD, it showed me that having a diagnosis is important because it literally helps you improve your quality of life. The medications, I had 5 med changeovers, was pretty excruciating, but in saying that, I knew what wasn't working and what could work. And you know, we can't expect the doctors to exactly pinpoint everything that's wrong with us. We have to work on ourselves. And by having the diagnosis and finding the right treatment, it was life-changing for me. Because back in January, I was at the point where I wanted to take my life. And I didn't tell anyone around me. I didn't want anyone to know because I didn't want sympathy for people. I wanted people to understand that you couldn't be there for me when I was alive, so why would I want to be here? And I had to learn that I wanted to live. I wanted to fix myself. I wanted to be better, and that's why I put myself in hospital. And whilst I was in hospital, I had all of my outside life taken away from me. I didn't realise when I was in hospital how unwell I was and how close I was to psychosis. And once you get to that point, there's no way back. It's really important to understand that you need to get help before you end up where I did, because once those choices get made for you and taken out of your capability, it's another ball game. And even when I was medicated, there was medications that were given to me for bipolar, but I literally couldn't handle them. I was in bed all day and all night, and I felt worse than what I did, and it was up to me to understand that, because if I didn't, I would be jobless and worthless. And I still wanted to function. I still wanted to have the ability to have control over my life and be able to move forward and work on myself. So I had to implement really severe med changeovers, and I also had to work on making my work around me so that I didn't exhaust myself and end up like that again. And I also had to work out what medications were right for me that I could still function. So mental health can take over your life, and guys, it's really important to structure the world around you, not you around the world. And stay on to your psychology, stay on to your meds. If you don't feel good, go to the doctors, because once you get to the point where I was, it's not a nice place. So stay blessed and stay focused.